we're looking at two new smartphones from ASUS. These are the ZenFone 5Z and the ZenFone 5Q. The latest smartphones from ASUS bring mid to high-end styling and features to mid-range price devices. Following the trend of most smartphone makers that have devices in two sizes, the 5Z's display can compare with many of the top-tier smartphones in the market that we've seen today. It's almost got no bezels. It does have a notch, but there's a purpose for that. It has two cameras as well as a speaker and a microphone. The premium specs include 6 GB of RAM, 64 GB of onboard storage, with a micro SD expansion for up to 2 TB, as well as a 3300 mAh battery. It also features dual 5 magnet speakers for louder sound volume and less distortion. The ZenFone 5Z features very impressive 5 magnet speakers for louder sound and volume and less distortion. It also has a virtual 7.1 surround sound. I don't know how that translates onto a smartphone that's this thin and light, but it's good to know that the technology is in there. This probably works when you have compatible headphones or speakers. This definitely elevates the smartphone audio and is a feature we've seen on earlier ZenFone. I do like the feel of the ZenFone 5Z. It's an almost edge-to-edge display. The notch isn't too big. It's there for a purpose. The bottom lip is not too large either. It really does feel like a modern and practical smartphone, even if it's mostly glass and metal. Being one of the newer devices, the ZenFone 5Z runs Android O with the ASUS skin overlay on top. This is also one of the devices that's powered by AI or artificial intelligence. ASUS says that the AI will help you take better photos each time, whatever the subject, without you ever having to think about it. It works to determine the scene, sort of calibrate the shot-to-shot performance to get the best possible picture. Users will also enjoy burst mode functionality that ensures you can take action shots or lessens the chance that you will miss the best photo you could possibly take in a situation. The ZenFone 5Z has a dual camera array at the rear, and it's composed of a 12 megapixel camera with a wide and bright f1.8 aperture. There's also an 8 megapixel camera supporting the AI photo detection and improved photo settings on the fly. I found the camera to be quick and easy to use, but I also enjoyed the raw functionality. Of the two devices, the ASUS ZenFone 5Z is the more modern, more attractive, better designed. This made this smartphone that's easy to like with the added expansion, the use of Android O, hopefully upgradable to Android P, and that great camera and processor and GPU combination. Similarly stylish, the mid-range ASUS ZenFone 5Q shares a similar premium build and materials, as well as a dual camera at the rear. This device has a 6-inch display, it's Full HD Plus, and is powered by a Snapdragon 630 mobile platform processor. It's a mid-range processor. It's good for long battery life as well as acceptable performance. On a device this big, you have a 6-inch display in the body of a 5.5-inch smartphone. While a bit thicker than the 5Z, it does feel slightly more solid and could take the rough and tumble lifestyle of the everyday use a bit better. So the ZenFone 5Q supposedly has a world-leading quad camera system designed to take your photo experience to the next level. At both the front and rear, it features a high-resolution camera. In the case of the front-facing camera, it is a Sony sensor with 20 megapixels. At the rear, you have a 16 megapixel camera, still larger than most of the 12 megapixel cameras we're seeing. But this is bolstered by a second wide-angle camera with a 120-degree field of view. So this is great for landscapes, getting more people into group photos, as well as shooting larger objects or taller buildings. The ZenFone Q5 features a unique Beauty Live beautification technology, which is a sort of adjunct to the selfie mode that smoothens out skin, removes blemishes, and adjusts skin tones in real time. Portrait mode is also on tap and manages to bring the popular SLR-like feature that offers depth of field with the blurry backgrounds and sharp foreground into this line. The ability to edit your photos right on the camera, especially for selfies and vanity shots, is a big feature for a lot of people who just want to get the perfect version of themselves to share with the world. So while it offers a great screen, relatively compact size, and impressive camera array, the ZenFone 5Q sadly seems to be held back by a few legacy features. Instead of USB Type-C, we have an old-fashioned mini USB connector for charging, and this also has an older version of Android. Running Android N puts this about a year and a half behind a lot of the competition. So hopefully ASUS will offer an upgrade to Android O at the very least, and hopefully to Android P, which is the latest version of Android in the market today. So there you have it, the ZenFone 5Z and the ZenFone 5Q. Two outstanding smartphones with a lot of useful features, great performance, striking cameras, and great build and material, but not at a premium price. For Best Buy, this has been Gajo Sevilla. Thank you for watching.